And we're bringing you guys a normal game.
What just happened?
Sent in by, I don't give a shit. So, well, I had one sip of an energy drink and I'm already like...
You turn into Beaker from the Muppets? Like a black beeper? Oh, try it again. There you go. Down here in the bottom right position, we are looking at TerryJEllis.
Yep.
And up in the top left, we are looking at Besitzer.
He's gonna be called
Bessie.
Best. He's gonna be called Best. That's it. Best.
Best.
I'm gonna drop
so
the eye.
Dropping the eye and just going with Best.
Yep.
I hope he wins.
Me too. So this is gonna be a PvT. It's been a while since. Well, actually, we usually have. Actually, you know what? We've been kind of easy on the Protoss lately.
Yeah.
So at least it's not PvP.
Yes, exactly.
That is good.
At least it is not.
We're getting
PvP.
closer and closer to the patch.
Yes.
Which is exciting, especially for all those Zerg haters out there with infestors. That's always a bonus. And there's also the biggest patch of them all, the one where you automatically get turned on busy, so nobody can interrupt.
Greatest.
Wait.
Speaking of which,
we're on. We're on busy. What the hell?
Done. What the hell just happened?
Jeez.
That's
Thank you. Thank you.
Double gas steel across the sky.
Alright, so it looks like we are going to have a double gas steal, 2 assimilators being put down in best base, and Protoss players sometimes do this for a number of reasons.
It forces things.
There you go. It forces a lot of Marines or a Marine SCV all in, or about a halfway. Like a lot of Marines and a bunch of SCVs use as meat shields, and sometimes it works, sometimes it can backfire. Depending on what the Terran player does in the situation. Sometimes they'll get out the first couple of Billie Jeans, they'll attack a assimilator, and they'll drop down a refinery, and they'll be on their merry way. They won't care. Which can hurt you, because sometimes the Protoss player will forge up what we see here.
Yep.
They'll build a bunch of cannons, they'll waste all of this defensive money when Best really isn't going to be the aggressor. But take a look at this. He's actually going to be the aggressor here. He's going to build 2 barracks in a weird position on this map. I don't know why he's doing it like this.
Well, I think I know what's going to happen.
Well, I
have an idea.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
I know what's going to happen.
Well, here's the thing. It's Proxy.
But why there?
To get away from, well, I mean, I don't know why there. Maybe he wants to stay reasonably close to his base.
Okay, that makes sense.
But he's going to have him there. He's probably going to put a bunker or something in or around TerryJEllis' base right now, because that's probably the best thing he can do. And as you can see, he's got another reinforcing barracks as a proxy over here. But that probe is actually going to get rid of that SCV. If he's not careful, the SCV is going to go down.
What in the
And now
hell?
all of the SCVs getting out of there, probably getting out of the range of the cannons, yes, and thankfully, because Terrans can lift off, this cannon rush is negated almost entirely, and he's going to be able to set up base all over again down here, right at his, not natural, I think this is his third considered,
yep.
And he's going to be fine, and at this point, really, Terry has only put himself behind.
Absolutely.
And I don't know what he's going to try and do in order to get out of it, because right now, he skipped gateway. I think he would have been better with gateways, a proxy gateway in that base instead of cannons, because of what we just saw. At least he would be able to follow the SCVs down with zealots and get some damage, and as I thought, there was a bunker going down, but unfortunately, a cannon goes up, and he'll probably resort to putting it outside the base, and he does fail and back it up.
Let's talk about a couple of things that happened there while he just kind of D's up. Going for the double assimilator, it will put you behind. That's 150 minerals that, you know, you necessarily are going to get your Cybernex core late, or you're going to get your gateway, your first or second gateway late, depending on what build you're going. That is going to put you behind big time. Oh, look at that. He's building a pylon up top here. If he can get a cannon up here, that is going to be a sick-ass placement for a cannon.
That's probably what's going to happen there. And while it's not going to be a game-deciding thing,
it's going to force him to lift off. Yeah, it's going to force
him to move.
Which will give Terry a little bit more time. And we take a look down here. It looks like he is going to manage to get a couple of Billie Jeans in here, but he's going to have to moonwalk his ass away from all of these probes. And is it going to work? No, these probes are just too much, too strong, and he doesn't even get one probe kill out of that. Sour.
That's depressing.
So sour. But Terry really is behind right now. That's 150 minerals gone. He built a couple of 3 cannons. That's 450 minerals. 2 pylons. That's 200 minerals right there. And all Best had to do was lift off and go, hey, I'm just going to rebuild over here, and we take a look at the SCV count, 18 to 13, and of course, once that orbital command comes up, he's going to get some
OP
OP mules, getting even more minerals. We are way behind right now. Still no core at all, no gas at all for Terry. There is a manor command center at the natural of Terry as well. This is going all the way bad, and I think Best
I don't. Well, yeah, he's definitely doing what he needs to do. I don't know if this is a manor or if he plans on making that a planetary fortress for confinement, really keeping that Protoss to one base as long as possible, because as far ahead as he is, a one base Protoss is still damn dangerous. If you can't get up in there and continue to pound on those probes for long periods of time and keep their worker count down, a one base Protoss is still totally able to get themselves out of the situation. Stick a planetary fortress down there, however, gonna make his life a little difficult.
Yeah, I agree that a one-base Protoss can fare out against a two-base Terran. Now, depending on how long that two-base is going, obviously.
Well, it's not gonna last against a 30-minute game.
No, but you know, Best was in there with those couple of Billie Jeans. He got the scouting information he needed. He knows that there's really, actually, I don't know what he exactly knows, but he knows there's no core.
No gas.
There's no gas. I mean, really, he should just be building up a crap ton of units and just walking into that base. That's all he really needs to do.
No, absolutely. And it looks like Terry actually put up a couple of cannons on that high ground there, and sure enough, just as we said, he is going to have to pick up and move out of there. He's going to lose a supply depot in all of this mix, which isn't actually huge, but it's definitely annoying to say the least. For the Terran player, thinking that he's got the Protoss player walled up in his base, but yet he's still forcing the Terran to move around the map, basically wherever he wants him to. But right now, we're heavily building up outside of Terry's base, and there's not a whole lot that Terry's going to be able to do about it. I don't know why he hasn't made use of high ground in his own base and put cannons on the edge of that ledge. Which definitely should have happened, but with 2 refineries down, this is, things are going to get a little bit interesting.
Well, Best is taking a little bit of a risk here putting these refineries. There is that high ground. Any Stalker or one cannon is going to get rid of those. It will force these Marines to come up. Obviously, there's only one cannon in an Artos' pylon, so I don't really think that he could, I don't know. I'm actually kind of happy he got that command center now. And because if he didn't, since he had to lift off here,
he would have stopped mining.
He would have stopped mining for all that time. So you know what? Whether that was intentional or not, he obviously didn't put up the planetary fortress. So maybe it's not a manor command center. Maybe he was just planning on getting
maybe he just
expansion
really
there. I don't know.
Space.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I own this.
There is a nexus going up here for TerryJEllis with one of the probes that were outside of the base, just roaming the map, and that is going to afford him maybe some time, depending on how this plays out. There is an engineering bay now going down for Best, and he's going to run a Marine up here, try and get some information.
Yeah,
and I think he got a little bit, he got enough to go, hey, there's only one pylon and one cannon in there. This is the time to move up with some Marines, and he does. He's going to get rid of that cannon, and hopefully immediately following that pylon,
terrible pylon
down
placement.
it goes, and only a couple of Zealots to try and get rid of it. Easily microed, very quickly melting those Zealots, and this is going to be all but game in a very short period of time, especially with those shut down. GG.
Yeah, Terry just put himself so far behind. He wasted too much money on cannons, those assimilators, and then I think once Best lift off, I don't think that Terry really knew what the hell to do at that point. I think he was really confused. He was meeting halfway with getting defense, and then kind of meeting halfway with getting a couple of units, and then he expanded in a weird position when he should have, got a Cybernex core up.
He needed to tech immediately.
Absolutely, and he needed to build a lot of probes, and he needed to get a couple of cannon just to secure his base and to scare off Best, but he really needed to tech up, and that's something he didn't do. One thing that Best really put himself in a very awkward and bad position, no orbital command. All Terry needed to do was tech to Dark Temp, and it would have been game over. Right there. It would have been GG, no re.
No, he definitely had a couple of anything on the tech tree for Protoss really in this scenario probably could have helped him and allowed him to at least get out of the base and maybe prolong this game and get to an expansion. Almost any tech from Protoss would have helped him do that. Unfortunately, he chose not to.
Decent game, lots to talk about. I guess it was different.
It was different. It was something.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was another regular game brought to you by the fine folks and fans of LAGTV on d2dgamer.com. Check it out. It's pretty cool. And of course, there is a new version coming up sometime before I am an old, decrepit man.
Shameless advertisement time. Follow us on Facebook. If you are not... I want to get 10,000 likes. Why do I not have 10,000 likes?
Damn it, why are there 50,000 of you young bastards and only 8,000 people liking us on Facebook? We all know you have Facebook.
Facebook.com/LAGTV. Click that like button. HD Starcraft, click that like button. Come on now.
Obviously, that means you absolutely need to do it as well.
You have to.
And
do it now.
you'll find about things like our live streams immediately on Facebook. New videos on our solo channel.
If you guys are strictly watching LAGTV on the channel, you are truly missing out.
On a lot of stuff.
The live streams is on 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And we post our live streams on the Facebook page. It is a place that is uncensored. It's a lot of fun. We play other games. I play mostly Starcraft. It's a good place to hang out. There's a lot of question and answer time. It's a great community-driven area.
I had a 2-hour podcast on my
like seriously, you guys are missing out. If you're not watching the streams, you're missing out big time.
Absolutely.
So go on Facebook, like us, and get those streams, and like those streams, and just get involved with this community.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been LAGTV, coming to you from the fine locale of Canuckville, Canada. This has been Nova War.
And your favorite black YouTuber, Maximus Black.
And we'll be seeing you soon.
Peace!